each own. I love animals, but I love other people's animals, and my roommates are the ones who adopted the dog. So because they adopted the dog, I've adopted the dog by de facto. Yeah. So I was like, I love pets, but I love other people's pets.
Yeah.
It's kind of like being an uncle. It's like, oh, I love their kids, so that they can walk away. Yeah, it's a black haired golden doodle. It's like 12 weeks old or something like that. Very young. They named her Lucy after Lucille Ball.
Oh. See, if
hey, Lucy, I'm checking the sound, so I had to say something. Sorry, that was just not very funny.
If I let my dog in here, A, he will never leave, and B, he will not shut up. So that is my stance on allowing Rufus to be on this recording.
That's fair. I just don't like animal leaving is like hair and slobber everywhere. Like this is my office and right now room. So the idea of like finding like a hairball or whatever next to my bed is really unappealing.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I like dogs, it's just like just enjoy the living room. That's all you.
Yeah. Rufus sheds a lot, so regardless of whether or not I let him in here, his hair does get in here.
Fair enough.
Oh man, it's weird that I just missed dog hair. I don't have a dog at the moment, so I missed it.
Looks like are we live right now?
Yeah, it sounds good. We're all in living color. Jayme's got that professorial thing down.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and first off, welcome to Omniversal Escapades. We're going through our Operation Redacted season 1, and Jayme left the call.
I messed up all my winders. Oh,
there we go.
But now I'll have to.
I'm back.
Sorry, what happened?
I got disconnected for some reason.
Odd.
It wasn't just Zoom. It was like the whole shebang.
Weird. Well, welcome to the series, everyone. We are continuing on from where we left off. Before we get into it, I just want to say, because we weren't around then, I hope you had a good Halloween. As you can see, Jayme here is cosplaying as Rafi. Yes. And I hope everyone had a good November. Sorry, a little caught off guard from the intro there, but let me go ahead and do my intro, I suppose. Welcome to Omniversal Escapades. We are hosts for the show. I'm a keeper for this adventure, and we are playing Monster of the Week. We got our players here. We got Jeff, Jayme, and Az. So hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
That was. Hold up, Jeff. What? Are you all right?
Yeah, I just wanted to say it in a weird way today.
A little gruff.
Gruff voice, November. So our X's, meaning that we do not bring them into the campaign. Our children in peril, depictions of gore, slavery, sexual assault. Those are the things we just don't bring up. And our veils, which means we just kind of allude to, or fade to black, or body horrors, or feces. And if anyone who's tuned into what this is, our 9th episode for Operation Redacted, something like that. If you tuned into this far and not known that we will also not do homophobia, transphobia, or whatever, then that's on you. Anyway.
Yeah.
You don't.
I will also say, if this is your first time tuning in, what are you doing? Go and listen to the first 8 episodes. This is like the last one of the season, maybe.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Some people just like to come in on big event episodes. If they like it, if they like the special effects or whatever, they might go back.
This is our Sweeps Week episode.
That's right. This is the Super Bowl of actual play podcast or video cast. I always say podcast. I cannot help it.
I've been calling this a podcast, so
okay.
I think you can.
Yeah, I tried to say like vodcast, and my mouth rejects it. Like it's doing a great
is
evil.
actually really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
What about facial podcast?
Oh, I hate that. Can we get an X card on that suggestion? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The immediate rejection of that was just perfect. Just like not even mulling over, just straight no.
It's like they say in improv comedy class, give them a no way. Just
Right,
like a firm no.
A no but.
Yeah. As we've well established, there's the yes and, but the lesser no but.
Yeah.
Yes.
I used to have no but, and then I started doing some toning exercises.
Oh yeah. Mhm. Squats that help with that.
Yeah, it's like two ripe apples back there now.
There you go. Okay, so I'm going to apologize to my co-host. I did not know that someone was going to message me on Steam. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Sorry to our viewers as well, because I got a sudden message from a friend. So I'm going to go do not disturb real quick.
I've been getting Steam messages for the past 2 weeks from my dear friend Peyton, who 2 weeks ago asked me to play Crab Champions with him. And then I said, Peyton, I don't have the game. And then he bought me the game. And now every day he's like, Crab Champions today? I'm like, Peyton, I'm doing things, bud. Like, make a plan in advance. And yes, we can play Crab Champions.
It's the double-edged sword of a friend buying you a game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is awesome. But then, oh, now I gotta play it like all the time.
Yep.
Oh man, I had a co-host that mentioned they loved new Doctor Who. So like I immediately that's all I wanted to talk about. But then I bought them a BritBox subscription just so they might talk to me about that series as well.
So for you listeners out there, if you'd like a free BritBox subscription, just talk to Jeff about Doctor Who.
No, he will want to talk to you about Doctor Who. That is the price you will be paying. So regardless of how much you feel about Doctor Who, that will be the price.
Now, I have to ask, what is a BritBox? Is that just like a blind box of like British things? Like, do you get some Maltesers in there? Or?
See, hold up. First off, TM.
That is a great idea.
TM.
Actually, BritBox should do all that. I'm sure it's nightmare for licensing products or whatever,
Yeah.
but they should do that and call it a BritBox box.
A BritBox box, yeah.
Or BritBox squared?
BritBox. No, I think BritBox box is the selling point. I think you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, or the BritBox. The BritBox is basically just like all the BBC shows on a streaming platform. It's like Netflix, but for BBC shows.
And if you're a fan of Colin M. Parker, be sure to subscribe to the BritBox.
The BritBox.
Because he calls his stream the Brippy Brigade.
Yeah. That is a very niche joke that I do get as somebody in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You know, the Parker community.
the park.
Yeah.
Community, you're right.
The Parkheads.
The Parkheads, yes.
We practice parkour.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh my god.
How have I never made that joke to him before? Colin M. Parker. Let me write this down.
After the show,
It's
later,
funny. I first met Colin back when I first got into, I think it was the Facebook group podcast we listened to.
Yeah.
And a bunch of us got together and were writing a show. I think it was called Aftermath, where we were all going to be giving reports from different parts of the country after a climate disaster.
Ooh.
That like turns us into sort of dystopian thing. It was a great idea. I hope it still happens someday.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
But anyway, and then he organized Mabim Bambino Podcasters
Yeah.
in 2018, and that's where a lot of us met.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
That was after PodCon.
Yeah.
yeah, and then he put together Scavengers Network. Yeah, I'm a big Parkhead.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, and should know it actually existed prior to PodCon. in like 2017, I think it was. But the original creator had to step down for reasons I don't know, and that's fine. You know, everyone's allowed their own business. But the creator asked Colin if they wanted to take over, so he's the group admin overall because of that.
Yeah.
Little Parker, a little Colin M. Parker canon for you all.
Colin M. Park lore.
Park, damn it, that's good.
Welcome to the parking lot. This is
The
our
parking-
podcast all about Colin B. Parker.
Love that.
Okay, who would like a roundup of last time on?
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because all I remember is that I got a sword that looks like RC Cola.
Ooh, spoiler alert. Spoiler warning. So in hour one, we had a horror movie rewind chat. We had an update on the dad joke so bad that Az quit. We were wondering what the deal was with Hal. Mention of iCarly.
That was probably me.
Yeah, as does the TikToks. Doreen takes a spill. Pale Man sucks her consciousness. Forrester has Hal stuck in a room. Hal is definitely not sharing everything with the government man. And then I asked, will no one ask if this is an alternate dimension? That was just a question I wanted to ask to you guys. Phone Walter is sending Hal into danger, or is it safety? A caution sign?
Oh,
Not
on the
sure.
door that he made me go into.
Yeah. And then Hal jumped through a portal.
Of course.
As Hal does.
Yeah. Hour two, Danny and Rafi convince Pete to join the group to rescue Hal. They take Jeffrey's book. It's full of cryptids, including Hal, weirdly. They go to geological site to break out Hal. Stinky Pete goes for a gun. Rafi stops him. Kelly knocks guard out. Pete drives through gate as Rafi and Danny roll out to find cover. Hal is checking out a vision in the portal land. Hal sees a couple dreams, meets Jeffrey. Then he meets the monster watching dreams. He draws forth an RC Cola and a sword. Dream creature looks at Hal. It's good to see you, my child.
Yeah, that's more to give you a bit of context here. Hal got arrested at the end of the prior episode. At that point, he was taken to a mysterious facility in which he was being questioned. He had talked to Walter, his man in the seat, so to speak. And Walter says he thinks he might be the phone. Confused, Hal's wondering, going. Confused, he directed Hal away from the room as the door had opened, and Hal jumped into a portal. On the end of that, Danny and Rafi were devising plans to help get Hal out of the facility. First, trying to figure out where he was at, and then brought the possibility that he might be in the geological survey building in the town, and teamed up with Stinky Pete to help save Hal. As they did so, they came across what looked like a drawing of Hal in a drawing of Hal, that was made by Jeffrey, the young child who basically acts as the clerk for the hotel they stay at. Excuse me. After that, Hal sees some visions of people's dreams and tell you what looks like to be some kind of vintage memory, if you will. Where light during an earthquake had occurred and the light just burst out through Jeffrey. Stinky Pete and the gang went to the entrance of the geological survey, and unprompted, Stinky Pete just straight up pulls out a 9 to blow the MP away.
Jesus Christ. Where did we find this guy?
Well, at Sticky Pete's Bar and Grill near the
Waste
sewage
treatment plant. Yeah.
Back in the 80s, he was abducted underground. When Hal had finally confronted the creature that they had seen many episodes ago, the creature looks at him and says, well, what Jeff had said basically. If you want to see all this and more, you can watch this on our YouTube channel. Plug. Hey, Carp, welcome in.
Carp!
Again, if you're just tuning in for episode 9, that's awesome. Check it out on the YouTube channel, where it'll have a cool title. Yeah, really smart to start on this one because this is the best one.
Yeah, I mean, fans do argue for the Memento order. Just start at the end, work your way back.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Memento model?
Hey, wait a minute.
Order.
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 Yeah.
Here's the question I have for you regarding that there, Jayme. We have fans? I mean, we are the fans of our own show, but...
Of course.
Yeah, we're on fandom and everything. It's great.
Oh,
they're actually time travelers from the future, though. So can't monetize them yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to actually pull all these initial 45 episodes out of the archives due to some controversy, so they found a way to travel back and watch them live.
Yeah.
By the way,
Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's good use of time travel.
By the way, I want to make a quick joke that's funny to me. I guess thank you, Zoom, for helping me with this. So my glass has water in it, right? And it has Star Wars stuff on it, and Zoom is automatically blurring it out, so you have like copyright issues.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Hang on, let's see if that works with my Starbucks cup. Oh no!
Well, it turns the thing on my shirt into a mountain, so you don't know what it is.
Yeah, that's not Darth Vader.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
That's Larth Later.
Larth Later, yes, or
that's Richard Linklater.
Yeah, there you go, Richard Linklater. I do want to say real quick, if you're turning into episode 9 here, if you want to catch up to this particular episode, every other episode of this and a few side one shots we've done are available on our YouTube channel, which I have linked and pinned in our comments. But there, if we eventually get this into an audio format, I mean, you're welcome to check out our archive or library or YouTube or our YouTube channel, whichever you want to do. I should be better at plugging at this point. Darknator, huh? I should be better at plugging at this point, but here we are. Anyway,
Dean, production note. If you're gonna read something from the chat, could you say, we have a thing in the chat. It says Darth Nader, because otherwise people will think you took my joke.
Oh, that's fair. That was not my joke. That was Jeff's vote for Darth Nader. Or James.
So the ownership is clear.
No, that. Hey, you know what? That's fair. I was not trying to steal a joke. I was laughing at your joke.
A likely story.
Also, Jayme said Darth Brooks. Yes. And I do. Now, is that a Garth Brooks joke or is that
regrettably, yes.
Wait. This is important. You remember when Garth Brooks had that side project?
Yeah. He was like Trent Reznor for a hot minute.
Yeah, he had a different name. It'd be funny if Darth had his own like edgy alter ego.
I'm gonna do one now. Hang on.
Oh, it's amazing. He was like full on like goth industrial soul patch guy for like 5 minutes.
Chris.
Yeah.
What?
He looked like Chris Angel, but not Chris Angel.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It was bizarro.
I love bizarre facts like this. Why do I just now finding out about it?
It's literally as weird as if like 9 Inch Nails shut down for like a year and Trent Reznor just like adopted some like country persona and then never talked about it again afterwards.
Okay, so check this out. His alter ego was Chris Gaines.
Yes.
So for Darth Vader, it should be Gris Kane or Gris Canes. One of those, because it's Star Warsy.
I do want to say that as it post in our group chat here, Simon and Darth Funkle, and yeah, and that will be the name of my new folk band coming in 2024.
Oh, that's right, because Darth is already edgy and goth, so it'd have to be the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that joke. Everyone here but me has made a good joke regarding Darth Vader's. Yeah.
Nader. Okay, sorry, I almost did it. Jayme said something pretty funny. They form a band: Nader, Brooks, Simon, and Gris.
God damn it. And Young.
Ralph Nader leading a band is pretty awesome.
And for some reason, Neil Young is involved. He was the Wiz Khalifa of his time. In fairness, he was just like, I'm in everything. All right, let's get into this.
So canon in Omniversal Escapades is Ralph Nader is a supervillain from another dimension.
Yeah.
Another dimension, and not just supervillain at this.
Oh no, I'm sorry, just a galaxy far, far away.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Same universe, obviously.
Same universe. On the other side that has no bearing, because I have not thought of bringing in aliens, and now I'm wondering if I should. Oh well. So let's get into this. So the first scene I'm going to jump into will be with Rafi and Danny and Pete.
Oh shit, Pete's still there, huh?
Yeah, Pete's still there. Which is kind of freeze frame of the last one. So Danny told Pete to leave last time. I remember that. As they duck to the side, since Pete just pulls out a 9 to blast a dude.
Yeah, I believe the exact words were Pete, fuck off.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I phrased it in such a way, or I enunciated it in the right way, so he knows that means literally leave and not just I'm insulting him.
It kind of came of us both, to be honest. I don't know how Sticky Pete's gonna take that, but it's like, hey, you know what? Leave, but also fuck you. All right. So yeah, the alarm is set. You can hear it pretty loud. I don't have a sound effect, so imply it here. And it's going to be going off. I'm going to give you three, a moment to decide real quick on your character what you're doing at this exact moment.
Cursing under my breath.
Pete's still in the car doing donuts.
Pete.
He burst through the gate and now he's just like spinning out wildly in like the courtyard of this area.
We're going to have to use this diversion to get to a side entrance. Can we get to a covered area within view of a side entrance?
Okay.
Wait, is there any possible way that you're still in contact with Pete? Like, do we have earpieces?
No, God, no. I wouldn't trust Pete with an earpiece.
That's fair.
Can we just like shout at you through the car window? Like, stop. What are you doing?
So there isn't really a sneaking, because this is more of a narrative game, but how about this? To kind of try your best not to be seen, give me a plus cool. Let's just say that. Yeah, everyone gonna be with advantage because there's a very obvious distraction happening. Yeah.
Do I also have to roll that, or is it just them?
It is just them, but if you want to determine how distracting you are, you can go ahead and do me a act under pressure. Let's say that.
Cool. Give me a sec.
I got a 10.
I got an 11.
I have to open Pete's character sheet, so give me a minute. All right.
I'm always over here looking at my sheet, and it's like everything's weird. So
Act under pressure.
this is totally mundane shit Pete's pulling.
I got a 7.
Okay. Well, luckily for you, they managed to roll the successes that they need. However, while you're doing the sick donuts, you start seeing the group of armed men with rifles heading towards you. You can
Oh,
tell them
shit.
However, I just want to make the joke that if you had rolled like a 12 or above, I would just be like, all right, well, you're doing such sick donuts, they're all amazed. And
They're just standing there boggled.
it's like, damn, I mean, we're supposed to arrest him, but that's some sweet donut. Those are some sweet donuts he's doing.
Yeah.
All right. So you all managed to get in. You're off to the side. You're kind of hidden off. What are your all plans to like? What are you doing from here, between Jayme, Rafi, and what is Pete planning on doing at this moment?
Well, you're saying that there's like half a dozen armed guards coming towards me?
Yeah.
I'm going to drive the car towards them. I mean,
Okay.
I scream, abort, abort.
All right. Roll to kick some ass at advantage because you're in a car.
hey,
Can I convince him to veer off and not kill these poor guys?
I'll be honest.
I feel like that would be a roll against me.
Yeah, could I do a roll for that?
Yeah. All right. So we'll do an act under pressure. For Danny, given the situation.
Can I make an argument that I feel like it would be manipulate someone?
Okay.
Yes, that makes sense. And then also, I'm hoping that Kelly at the last minute will like scare him into turning or something, but I'm not in control of Kelly. And in fact, she might still be spying on Deputy Lawrence.
So what am I rolling, Dean? Am I just doing a 2d6 up and down?
Given that you're in a car and then Pete's intention is to hit them and you've got obvious speed advantage, it will be a kick some ass with advantage.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and it will be a manipulate somebody from Danny to stop Pete from going through with their decision.
Okay. All right. So with advantage, Pete got a 10.
Damn. Also, welcome to the stream, Vendraco, and thank you for the follow.
What's up, Vendraco?
So I got a 7.
All right.
Would it be possible for Kelly to have like scared him off at the last minute or given me advantage, or will I have to use a luck point?
So with the 7, when you're using the manipulate somebody to on another hunter, in this case, while Pete was an NPC because he has a character sheet, he has now a character. They mark experience if they do what you ask. So it'd be up to Pete's player as to decide if they would actually do it. If they do it, they mark experience.
Okay. Since I don't want Pete to be in this kind of like legal trouble, I am going to mark experience. And
thank God.
Yeah.
So Kelly appears in the middle of the hood, just standing there, like going, no, no, no. And then some doves fly in either window and land on your shoulders and tweet peacefulness into your ears.
Cool. Pete is so scared by this that he just immediately cuts left. And I want to say that he drives through the front door of the facility.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
All right.
So I have to roll for that?
Yeah, give me an act under pressure, given the situation. I feel like that's pretty called for.
Can do. All right. Pete has 0 cool. Oh boy, that's a 5. So I'm gonna mark another experience, and Pete leveled up, everybody.
Yay!
Oh, hell yeah.
I do want to make the joke that somehow Stinky Pete not having any cool is very on brand for the character. And not just because the last session he just pulls a gun out on somebody, basically unprompted, just
zero chill.
zero chill.
So I would like to, because I rolled a failure on this maneuver to drive a car into a government building.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that that's going to go really bad for me. So I would also like to immediately use the new move that I just took.
Okay.
If that's okay. I took Panic Button. When you need to escape, name the route you'll try and roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus, you're out of danger. 7 to 9, you can go or stay, but if you go, it's going to cost you. And then on a miss, I'm caught halfway out. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Perfect. So this is just slamming on the reverse.
Well, what I'm thinking is that Pete is so scared that the car is going to continue with its momentum, and he's just going to leap out the door.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And scramble away like some kind of scared possum.
Once again, very on brand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have -1 sharp, so that's pretty fun.
Roll for varmint escape.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what I get here. Just made it. That's a 7. Okay.
Okay. So the price you can stay or leave, but the price you'd have to pay is quite obvious. Pete will be arrested.
Okay. I can deal with that. As long as my precious boy is not passed away.
But Pete just books it out of there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's no obvious side or rear entrance.
Well, here's what I was about to get into. So at this moment, Kelly the spirit appears at the hood, and tries to convince Pete basically to not kill these people. And so freaked out by the sudden appearance of ghosts and a bunch of birds, just like, hey, don't do this, basically. He attempts to run through the entrance, but unfortunately causes him to sideswipe into it. Because it was a complete failure, if memory recalls right, on that roll. The main entrance is currently blocked by the car, which is currently dripping and it's kind of told. Hal is not going to be happy about that because that is Hal's car.
I'm sorry, guys. I really tried.
Good thing is it's a dream car. It's not a real car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However, Hal does have to pay real property taxes for them, so
or like a rental deposit.
Hal's dream premiums are about to skyrocket.
Oh yeah!
Oh my god! Yeah.
Your dream insurance premiums are about to go through the roof.
He's with Dream Farmers because he likes the J.K. Simmons commercials.
We are Dream Farmers. This part's copyrighted. I'm not. Yeah. Anyway. Yes, thank you, Jayme.
I like the idea of a jingle ending with this part's copyrighted. For future reference, if we ever make a soundtrack, I'm covering bases now.
Yes.
All right. So yeah. And after Stinky Pete hits the wall, he just kind of like Zoidberg-esque just stumbles.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Out as quickly as they can. Leaving you two near the front entrance of the military base. The gate is open, however, the front entrance to this geological survey site is currently barricaded by Hal's car.
So let's sneak around back, see if there's any other way in.
Yes, perhaps a side door.
I wish we had the guy with us that's actually been inside there.
That would be handy, yeah, for sure.
Special Agent Hal Wormhole.
I forgot that Pete has a move called What Can Go Wrong, which helps him when charging into immediate danger.
No!
Would that have boosted his roll by 3?
Yeah, because I can take +2 forward on any act under pressure roll.
Oh, but you needed 3 to get over the top.
You rolled a 5,
Yeah.
didn't you? So like a 2 would have given you at least a 7.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
jeez. Oh, well. Pete's arrested. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete got away. That doesn't mean that there aren't repercussions for Pete down the line, but
yeah, so they've spotted him. They know exactly who he is.
And how could you not?
That's well-known town character, Stinky Pete.
So
No,
yeah,
my
we'll
name-
slip around.
My name's Halford Wormhole.
My real name's Rafi. Yeah.
No!
So we're slipping around back, and I whisper, Kelly, I need you.
She'll just kind of like float next to you. Yeah.
And we're skulking behind barrels and stuff. And I'm like, is there another way into this place?
I mean, I can go scout. I don't know offhand.
Oh, that'd be really great, babe. Thanks.
Okay. So
You look really pretty today, by the way.
I mean, thank you. It's weird hearing it at a whisper, but I appreciate the intent.
Well, I don't want those guards to overhear us.
Thanks, babe.
Love you.
Love you too. And she's gonna fly off to go like scout. Because you have essentially the ultimate scout. I'm not even gonna make you all roll for this. Narratively, she was like, all right, wait here, go there, go here. And anyway. You eventually will walk in to the side entrance of the facility. What you're walking into is my hair's doing some Clark Kent shit right now, sorry. It is essentially like a lobby. And somewhere in the background is Blame It on the Bossa Nova, but like a non-copyrighted version of it. The Muzak. Oh wait, is Muzak copyrighted? I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's very quiet in here, all things considered. Given that with the front entrance, which normally has, a big door, it currently has some smoke coming into the front of it. Yes, thank you, Jayme, for blaming it on the Boss and Nova. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's not. I appreciate you saying so, though.
Yeah, it's very well lit in here, albeit sterile, as government buildings tend to be. Towards the back area, there is an elevator. Right. There's a hallway with a couple of offices in the distance, and you will see a receptionist at the front counter.
So I guess, does the receptionist see us?
Yes.
Fuck.
Rafi is going to straighten his corduroy jacket and confidently approach the receptionist and say,
Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we
Yes.
still in our convention outfits, or did we change?
Oh,
my
God.
Oh,
my
yeah, we went back
God.
to the hotel room. We would have changed. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all first off. The idea that you two walked in as Bubsy and Gex are going to essentially assaulting a government facility is it's great. I love it.
It's
but
the perfect crime.
No one expects Bubsy and Gex. Sorry if that was loud. My apologies. No, as I recall that the last episode, you all changed into Hal's clothing to blend in.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe they didn't recognize Stinky Pete because he was in a suit,
Right.
an ill-fitting suit.
So I'll walk up to the counter and like nod over to Rafi, like for Rafi to talk.
Yeah. So let me see here. So can I'm going to soothe the receptionist, talking to them in a quiet voice, blocking panic, anger, and negative emotions, and just say, we're here to interview. Uh, oh my God, I'm blanking on Hal's last name.
Agent
Wormhole.
Wormhole.
Agent Wormhole. Yes, that was smooth.
If I had
so
a
if you could-
clipboard, I'd flip through it, or a file
yeah, you're like
folder.
pointing
I
at the
don't.
name.
I just like the idea that Danny's in the background pretending to look busy but also involved. It just maybe like he's got a book, but it's a book from the lobby, but it's upside down because he's trying to pay attention, doesn't see that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking for Agent Wormhole, and if you could direct us to him.
Okay. Do you have your clearance code so we can log you?
Let me see here. Um,
I'll say to the person, I'll lean in and I'll say, because I have fellow believer as my power. It says people understand you've also known strangeness. Bystanders will talk to you about weird things they would not trust another hunter to believe. And I'll lean in, I'll be like, can you believe somebody is impersonating an FBI agent here at the Geological Survey? This is insanity. Am I right?
Who would do that? Is that a role on that? Actually, I have your character sheet. I can just.
I'm like, how did they even do it? Magic? So
What
if
was
they're
name?
at all like surprised by magic stuff, this could get them on my level.
Oh, yeah, and it doesn't look like there's a role for that normally.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
That you can just be like, hey, man, trust me.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do because mechanically that seems a little not great.
Right. I'm not just telling him there's a
Right.
shape-shifting FBI agent. I'm also trying to convince him that I'm not lying.
Give me manipulate somebody, but you will have advantage because of your ability.
9. No,
Not
10.
Oh, heck, oh yeah, nice. It's like, yeah, I'm surprised that anybody would just impersonate an FBI agent and then just parade around like they work for us or something.
So I don't know if you noticed, somebody just ran into the front desk there, into the front doors there. So it's kind of a hairy situation out front. If you don't mind buzzing us in, we'll just take care of this and secure the prisoner. So I don't know what's happening out there, but it can't be good. And I'll hustle towards the door.
1 second, sorry. I had to clear my throat. I didn't want that in the audio. It's like, yeah, all right.
They don't pay me enough.
That's literally what it like. Somebody just ran through the door. I'm not allowed to leave. I'm not paid enough. Just go. Because anybody who would be on the base should be on the base, as far as most people are concerned. So yeah, so like, was like, all right, so, or she will press a button below the desk, and one of the elevator doors will open. It's like,
thanks a lot, lady.
You're gonna want to go down to B -5.
I just realized I called this strange woman lady, which is kind of awkward.
Yeah, how'd that feel?
Yeah, like I didn't know their name. I didn't bother asking.
Yeah.
I guess I'm playing like Albert from Twin Peaks, just like, whatever, take care of it. Let me in there.
Canonically, the name of the series in this series is Dual Pines. You're playing Robert from Dual Pines.
That's right, Robert. That's what I'm channeling here. So we're in the elevator.
Yeah, and a panel will open up because I get to do some secret spy shit now. And
Are there any cameras in the elevator?
There are, yes.
Okay.
And
Rafi's like, be cool, man. Don't get any suspicion on us. Just be cool. I don't know why that
funny.
sounds Jamaican.
Is that your undercover voice? That's pretty interesting, and I'd like to hear more. And I'm like, I nudge you with my conspirator's elbow.
Huh?
No, I refuse. Rafi will entertain you with conspiracy voices all the way down. Maybe just like reading the buttons on the panel out loud.
I wonder if there's a secret floor.
Yeah, B -5. That sounds pretty secret.
B -7 actually.
Oh,
Let's
-7.
check that one out.
I always thought it was weird that it jumped from B -6 to B -8.
It's because 7 is an unlucky number. It's like the 13th thing. No, I don't. Fuck, I was gonna say
7 floors for 7 brothers.
for 7 brides.
Well, in this case, it's floors.
I was thinking of all movie reference.
I got it. Yeah.
It's as if I said a poem and you said the poet.
I like the weird mix of in-character and out-of-character interactions we have going right now. It's like characters talking to GMs.
I also enjoy the aspect. This is like second or third episode. I actually did a no but instead of a yes and it feels very much like the same thing but in reverse. So you know what, Jeff? Fair play.
It's like pop-up video. Yes, and also check this little box over here.
It's like the ultimate swerve. You yes and then but no.
Yeah.
It's called getting their hopes up.
So we have an awkward elevator ride.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a Muzak version of Nirvana's "Smells Like Teen Spirit" playing in the elevator. Mostly because I find the very concept of a Muzak version of "Smells Like Teen Spirit" to be very comedic. Anyway,
Rafi somehow knows all the lyrics, and he's like old man singing under his breath on the way down. He's hipping with it.
That is somehow the most shocking thing in this entire campaign so far.
No, actually, I think that's really on brand for Rafi.
I was totally into the grunge scene up until a few years ago.
I feel like Rafi is really anti-establishment.
Right?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
Actually, know what I know about Rafi. That's pretty on brand. Yeah. All right. So you eventually the around the 5th floor, you can have some people get into the elevator and they get off onto the 6th floor. It's very awkward because you're all pretending to be agents, but once again, you wouldn't be here if you were not supposed to be here, as far as they're concerned.
And I'll be like, "Did you hear somebody ran into the front doors with a car?"
Oh yeah. Boy, they. Is it getting around that this place isn't actually a geological survey site? Like.
No, I didn't even know that until I came, and then Dr. Preston here filled me in.
Dr. Preston, how do you do?
Danny is all of a sudden just addicted to lying. I'm sorry, what did you say?
I just like the idea that Danny couldn't lie worth the shit in the beginning, but I was just like, I'm just gonna chronically lie when I can.
It's Danny's character arc.
Yeah.
There
you go. It's like, hello, Dr. Preston. I'm Nathan McDaniel, Special Agent Nathan McDaniel, a name I wrote and will probably never write down as the game master. So what are you two doing here?
Oh, we're securing the prisoner because of the situation.
Scaring the prisoner.
Securing. I said securing.
I
Come on
heard
now.
scaring. That's so funny.
We're a couple of bad cops, you understand.
Ooh.
We're really gonna lay
That's
into
right.
it with some
Ooh,
psychological
we're doing
warfare.
a classic good cop, scary cop.
The idea is like, hey, bud, just work with us. You know, it's not. If you do this, you'll get out of the situation. Just see your guys like, tell me what I want to know.
Sharpening
I will.
knife.
Yeah, just tell us what we want to know, or this will get bloody.
I was thinking more like jump scares and stuff. Like you sneak behind him.
They just have the second guy on a leash at the back of the room, and he's like constantly struggling to get it off.
Or the idea I have is just like psychological horror is like, if you don't tell us what you want to know, you'll have to pay back your student loans in full.
The second guy, just like when he's not cooperating, he just puts on like a Markiplier Five Nights at Freddy's video.
Or activates a device that turns on the audio of a very loud podcast on your phone out in the public.
Ooh.
Like your headphones get disconnected and it just starts going over the speaker.
And it's like, welcome to WBEZ Chicago. I am your host, Ira Glass, just like in the middle of a crowd. Which shows you the kind of lame podcast I listen to. Anyway.
To really make it torturous, it should just be like, it's Joe Rogan, and you don't want anyone to know that you listen to Joe Rogan.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You got a secret Rogan addiction?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Ugh.
True.
Sorry.
I'll tell you whenever I want. Just please plug it back in.
Hey, here's a joke for you guys. You know how Joe Rogan's bald? We should get that guy some Joe Rogan.
I'm gonna go ahead and just clip that. Send that off to Joe Rogan.
Yeah, be sure to really zoom in on my face and how uncomfortable I was making that show.
As you really put the Joe in Joe.
Thank you, Jayme. But yeah, they'll have like a small conversation with you until eventually they reach the next floor and they'll get off. I had another thing to say and I've already forgotten it. The last 20 minutes have been really funny, to be honest.
Rafi's like, he turns to Danny. He's like, was his name Danielson or Nathan?
Nathan.
Or Nate? You sure? I can't quite remember.
I'm terrible with names. Is
Me
anybody
too.
else in the elevator?
No, there's just you two right now.
Thank
I'd be
goodness.
like, "Whew, man, we made it."
Except for Stinky Pete, he's in the corner. I'm just kidding.
Yes, we all of us made it. Yes. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
he bursts through a grate on top of the elevator.
This is not my first time going underground. Won't be my last.
Talk
Can
about
we
a
just-
jump scare.
Can we just
Jumps
make it
in out of a ventilation shaft. Ah!
instead
Stinky
of,
Pete, like, go ahead.
instead of that? Can we just make it canon that for the rest of the time that you guys are in this facility, you just hear like rustling in the vents and occasionally like a goddamn.
Yes.
He like slathered himself with barbecue sauce and is like oozing through the ventilation system.
I knew my hoarding of barbecue sauce would come in handy someday.
Do you guys smell barbecue?
So
You don't smell nothing.
Does anyone smell Kansas City style mesquite barbecue sauce?
That ain't Kansas City. That's Kansas Stinky.
Oh, okay. Thank you, voice for the tunnels.
And just picture all of that, all those Pete lines with like a little bit of echo put on them.
Yeah, right. So as the doors open to the 7th floor, as you step out, you're going to see what looks like one of the MPs are staring at you two at this very moment. And then one of them like looks at Jayme and then recognizes him and goes, Rafi, hey, how's it going, bud? He's gonna come up to you and just start like hugging you, patting you on the back. It's been a while. How you doing?
Hey, guy.
I could immediately veer off and around the other guy and away from this, whatever this is.
I'm getting very like uncomfortable, like former coworker vibes from Rafi right now. It's like,
Yeah.
yo.
Oh, it's good to see you. Look great. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, how you been? It's been what 200 years, 200 300 years?
Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've been good, keeping fit.
Oh,
I've taken up jogging.
Taking up jogging?
Yeah, it's
part of
new.
Were you part of that thing back in the 70s where everyone was doing jogging?
Yeah, I kept doing it though. I can't put it down. It's like a good book.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I'm doing the reverse. I am drinking nothing but scotch all the time.
I hear that works too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just pounding scotch. Oh my god.
It's just like pulls out a flask, drinks a little. Is like, you want some?
Sure, why not? Yeah, go ahead.
Has Danny fully escaped this scene yet?
How far is Danny willing to go to get away from this scene?
All the way down the hallway and around the corner, or through a door if need be.
Yeah,
he's just acting like he knows the place.
I can't tell if Danny is trying to escape the situation because he doesn't want to be seen as an invader in this property, or because he recognizes the awkward social situation and wants no part of it.
More that he heard 200 years and some other stuff he doesn't understand, and he just wants to get away from that.
Fair enough.
Can I just say how much I love the exchange? How far is Danny willing to go? And then you give like a distance. You're like down the hall.
Right. It's a very detailed distance.
Yeah.
Several miles of tunnels away.
It's like, oh yeah, it's gonna pull out a cigarette and it's like the smell of brimstone will light up as
oh my
fire
god.
takes a drag at it. It's been really busy. I took this job because vices aren't free anymore. So it's been a while. How you been? Are you still working for the guy upstairs?
Oh no, I'm sort of an independent contractor these days, freelance, if you will.
Oh yeah, okay. That explains this. Hold on, it's gonna puff of fire, and as it does so, a piece of paper will materialize. The smell of sulfur in the air. Officially, at this point, this is not an agreement of peace treaty or ceasefire amongst the two governing parties. This is an acknowledgement of a more serious situation. Blah 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 blah. Anyway. Both of them are working together for this particular one that this thing you're doing. Like, I don't get all the info, but what you're doing here, they want you to stop the bad thing that's going to happen, right?
Oh, yeah. Rafi looks like he's pretty surprised by this information. Like that's never a good sign. Things are certainly serious.
Something about rewriting the reality as we know it, blah, 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 Anyway, so he's going to hand you off a bag. Like, bottom rung, don't hear everything. I was just told to meet you here. And he hands you a bag that looks like your doctor's bag, but it is newer. It's like, so what the boss has told me is in there will be the answer to your solution, but only when you need it. Because neither side likes to make up their fucking mind about just why can't you just solve the issue yourselves? You have whole teams, like there are different levels. How do you whatever? Anyway, bureaucracy aside, this is for you. Use it when it's needed, when you feel it's needed, when the time comes, and they want you to stop this. Both of them, both bosses. So
right. Well, tell them I will do my best, and I appreciate it. It is good to see you again. I hope we can, hang out sometime.
Oh yeah, do you live on the island?
Just visiting.
I know this great back in Darlington. This great bar I could take you to. I mean, depends on your version of great. Really, it's a lot of sin happens there, so it's good for us, So it's not a perspective. Anyway,
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll let you go. I'm gonna go pretend to be a normal schluck for a while. Can I get you anything? Do you need anything while you're here?
Oh, I'm good. Just if anyone asks, I was never here, of course.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna peek back around the corner and see that this has ended peacefully, and I'm gonna be like, ask if he has a couple extra badges.
He's just gonna look over at you. Yeah, hold on. And I'm just gonna Deus Ex Machina. I didn't plan this, but sure, I'll just Deus Ex Machina some badges. Here you go.
What's
Hey.
going on?
Nice.
All right, cool. I'm gonna head out. I'll see you guys later. By the way, as he is walking, Danny, you will notice what looks like in his shadows what seems to be something curving off the side of the head, as
Ooh.
on the shadow specifically.
Friend of yours?
Old work colleague, I suppose you could say. Hey, he hands over the badge. Look what I got, though. That was a good idea. Yes.
Hey, all right. That guy's got some pull, huh?
Yes. He is connected, as they say.
Well, that's lucky.
Yes. And I have this, and I kind of hold up the new bag. It should come in handy for later.
Cool. I'll say to the other guard, so could you lead us to the prisoner we're supposed to secure?
Oh, no.
Is there a map, registry?
Oh yeah, so if you want to go to where he was, you would go down the hallway, take a left, avoid the room that contains imperceptible evil. The next
When
door
you
over.
say he was,
oh, yeah, he left.
okay, I'll just get back in the elevator. Right, Rafi?
Well, where did he go?
Oh, so you know the whole thing I told you about avoiding the right? There's a big rift in the in the bit further down. So he went into the rift, apparently.
Oh, that does sound like him. Yeah.
Fuck.
Shall we to the rift then?
Can we take the second guard with us?
Second, the one you're talking to now.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, because of the ceasefire, they're just allowing me to deliver the message. I'm not allowed to help out unless it's perceived as working for other side in particular. It's a whole like political thing. I can't help beyond handing the bag and some general information, you know.
Are there any loose goons down here that we could command to go in front of us in case there's traps or whatever?
Well, I mean, no. First, these are my coworkers, so show a little respect. Like, come on now. And no. I think I just killed Jeff. I think. Are you okay, Jeff?
Yeah, I just imagined what if somebody had said something like, do you have any loose goons around here I could use to test danger? And it just made me laugh.
It's like, and no, I'm the only one working the site currently on either side.
All right, let's go to the evil rift.
Okay. I'm gonna go drink more scotch, and I'm gonna watch this show called Buffy. I heard good things.
Oh yeah, the werewolf slayer.
Yeah. I out of character. I want to bring in like the secondary best thing that existed at the time, but there was not another show like Buffy at the time. So, also Joss Whedon sucks. I just want to put that out there as a little disclaimer. Anyway,
does Charmed count?
Ooh.
Sure.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Sure. Let's. I'm gonna go watch Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Melissa Joe Hart is funny. I like that Salem cat.
Oh yeah, the cat. Love that cat.
Yeah. So they're gonna go ahead and walk off. Let's take a quick 5-minute break, real quick.
Sounds good.
Get some time to get some drinks, refresh, use the bathroom, and we'll come back.
Oh yeah.
It's time to hit the bathroom. This part is copyrighted. This part is copyrighted. This part is copyrighted. Should dooby dooby doo. Booba doo pop booba doo ba da da doo ba doo ba doo. Hmm. The sword. So I set up the "We'll be right back" sign, but I didn't transition it for the first 5 minutes or whatever. Oh, now it's talking at me. Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from? Is somebody playing out loud?
No,
I
I'm
shouldn't be.
headphones.
I do have a source that is playing in the background, but the audio is turned all the way down.
Would it help if like we one by one muted ourselves to like hear?
That was my phone.
Oh,
God, sorry, I goofed it. See, this is what happens. I didn't have an end of that sentence.
Okay.
this is what
fair.
happens.
This is what happens. So we are good to go. We're recording. But also, if people want to listen to that part where Jeff was singing in the background, they're welcome to it.
Hey, Jeff, quick question. Is it weird to refer to yourself as a third person at that particular moment?
Well, this is a production note, like in brackets.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
us,
No.
Omniversal Escapades.
Okay, I see.
And I'm just reading that copy, which is
But is
why
it-
it sounded like me, but it was actually us corporately.
Is
The
it still-
royal we.
The royal we, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff is
All right.
having a great time, by the way.
I genuinely hope that everyone here is having a great time today.
Yeah, absolutely.
I leveled up Pete, so any day I do that's a good day.
Hell yeah.
All right. So after the conversation, the gentleman's gonna walk away. What are you two doing at this moment? As the smell of barbecue sauce can be smelled throughout the woods.
We're looking for the place where the rift is, right?
Yeah. So as
Yeah.
you proceed forward, I'm not going to make it particularly hard. No one's going to stop you. You all at least appear like you should be there. And you were given a sense of vague direction from the previous person. By the way, I just want to point out.
Person in a loose manner
By the way,
of speaking.
I do want to point out real quick that literally everybody just ignored the part where the person was just like, also you need to bypass the room with unintelligible evil. Or just like, hold up. Hal left.
I just assumed that was the rift.
Fair enough. But as you come across the door, excuse me, the door to which you believe that the rift is in, as you try to open it, the door will not open.
Well, this won't work.
We're stuck.
I guess we could go home. And... Kidding.
No, we got minorly inconvenienced. Give up on the whole thing.
I broke a nail. Can you believe it?
I mean, we kind of think we know where he went, so we could find a different way there.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
sounds
in
good.
this area.
Kelly is standing next to you, by the way, and she is looking at you with such a judgment you have not felt in a while, just for like giving up almost immediately.
I'm sorry, Rafi. Just one moment, and I'll turn and I'll be like, Kelly, what's going on?
You were minorly inconvenienced and gave up.
We haven't given up yet. We're just talking about maybe.
Okay, pardon me. That's yes.
Do you have an idea of how we could bypass this door?
Maybe there's another door.
Hmm.
Also, have you tried breaking the door open?
Well, I don't want to get any charges because we're already here illegally.
She's gonna look at the building. You're in a secret military underground base, and you're worried about breaking a door? Do you think that's gonna be on their list of prosecutions of destruction of government property and not the various trespassings?
What do you think, Rafi? You think kick the door down or backtrack?
You know what? Maybe it's just this, a new bag. It really makes you feel confident, right? I suppose. I think I'm going to try and kick down this door.
Oh, ooh, I have a shotgun.
Or that.
I'll
Yes.
pull out the shotgun and shoot the lock.
I'll plug my ears.
Okay. I just like it's like we're gonna give up. But I mean, I do have the shotgun I could use.
I've noticed that whenever, I'm feeling a little like I need a confidence boost, I just remember my shotgun. And it's like, I can take on the world, figuratively speaking.
So the door will burst open. As you look into the room, it looks like what was holding the door wasn't a lock, but a fire axe that you have now blasted to oblivion. Out of character, that's because in the last episode, literally what Hal did, they used the axe to barricade the door.
You said that, and I totally forgot that I did it until that moment.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
That's awesome.
I have a weird memory for small things, and then sometimes I completely forget all kinds of important things. So, enjoy the small things while I have them. Anyway, as you enter the room, which the lights are on, you will see what looks like only the best way to put it would be like the rift that you saw earlier, only about 2 stories tall. In this large warehouse.
How far is it from the door?
Oh, you're not going to be stepping into it accidentally. It's to get to it. It's a concerned effort. You have to walk towards it, right? You're good, like 30, 40, like 30, 50 feet roughly. It's an effort to get there.
So if there's a fire axe, there's surely one of those unspoolable fire hoses. Right?
Yes. Yeah. There'd be one in the room.
Cool. So let's tie a rope to the end of that and use that as our anchor when we go into the rift.
Good thinking.
All right. And just like last time, because we got more viewers than we've had in a while for our live stream. Hey,
what's up?
The rift in itself looks like a space, a full in space and time. If you were to walk to the side of it, it is a 2D object basically. It occupies the 2D space there. It also produces a good chunk of light, but because the room is well lit, it's really hard to tell beyond normal. But yeah, you're currently facing, I mean, you don't have to be directly in front of it, but you're in the trajectory of the rift currently. You've set up with the spool, you've got an anchor going. What is the plan from here?
Dr. Preston?
Well, I suppose on to the rift. Retrieve Hal and save the fabric of reality, and then hit that bar up later.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
I'm sure you could be my +1. I'm sure it'd be fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe Pete would be, but...
It's more of a working relationship. Do you understand?
Yeah, he got a little aggressive there. I didn't think that would happen.
By the way, Rafi and Danny have a upcoming NBC show. Buddy
Also,
cops.
From the vent, you hear, "I did what the situation called for."
We're all looking up and around, and I'll be like, "Pete, cover our exit." And are there any tools? Are there any tools or like barrels of gasoline or anything that we could take with us from the warehouse?
I like the specificity of barrels of gasoline.
Jeff, I want to let you know that this is not a level from GoldenEye 007. They're not explosive barrels here. Just to let you know. I enjoy the energy, though. I enjoy the resourcefulness. Because of the rift in the room is kept to a minimum. It's basically just the lighting system, the fire axe and hose. Well, what used to be where the fire axe was, the little like break glass, and then just the giant rift in case anything were to come in and out that they don't want. So it's very minimalistic in here.
All right, let's go.
All right. After you, my friend.
Oh no, after you.
You just
All
see
right then.
you just see Kelly just staring, shaking her head. She just like floats into the rift. Just
Now, the last time that I remember there was some rift action. Was that what allowed me? Don't laugh. That's a valid thing to say.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Rift action.
Rift action.
Triple
We're switching over
X-rated
to
rift
Palladium
action.
system just for the rest of the episode. Does this allow me to see Kelly? This is what I was getting at. Once we're through.
Yes. The closer she gets to the rift, the more she appears in a physical sense. At first, it's just kind of like an outline, kind of more like Predator. Have you ever seen the Predator movies? It's the camo. At first, it just shows like a general outline. As she appears, as she gets closer, she appears more solid over time. Before it's eventually like her stepping into it.
Okay, so I guess Kelly steps through, and then Rafi will follow her after. And when I get to this side, I'll be like, "Hello."
I gotta ask, Danny, are you going in?
Yeah, I'm just covering the rear.
All right, let's go and shift scenes real quick.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna grab some.
Hal, you have your RC cola and your sword, and in the presence of this shape, you have combined it to make the RC sword.
Yeah.
And then acknowledged you as its child. At this very moment, this entire place is a dark void. Besides, when you see in the distance, it looks like dreams are being reenacted at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
As the shape walks towards you, it's like it's stepping downstairs, but you do not hear the sound of steps. But it's the same kind of like movement. As it appears towards you in its androgynous voice, it's going to be look towards you, and it's like, I didn't think I would see you again.
What are you?
Hmm.
I say this while brandishing the sword.
It's hard to explain, but if I had to say if I was anything, I am the combination of everything, of everyone who dreams, who is not of their own consciousness. Whenever someone dreams, if they're friends or family or dogs or cats or what have you, I am them. I'm whatever is not the dreamer.
So, are you the one holding all these people trapped in their sleeping?
No. Although I could see why you would think that. Let me ask you, on your way in, did you see the vision of the poor child who was filled with a sudden and encroaching light?
Yeah. That's Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
What about him?
I don't think Jeffrey knows that he is doing this, but Jeffrey is the one who made those creatures that are causing them to fall asleep, causing people to fall asleep.
Okay.
I caught that pregnant pause. Those creatures.
Hmm.
It's hard to explain, but as I am the accumulation of everything that isn't the dreamer, that makes me the king of this realm, if you will, or queen or ruler, I guess, to be proper, as I have no need for gender or sex. But it's Jeffrey pulls from me.
And so, what exactly is it that you're doing here? What do you do?
I am simply an actor in all the dreams of every person who is alive.
And what would happen to those dreams if you weren't here?
I would perish, or if I were to perish, there would be no one until one day someone else would replace me. I am not one who has always been. I was created by the dreamers.
Okay.
I'm a manifestation of all of your all of their latent metaphysical abilities, if you will.
So Jeffrey didn't make you. You've just always existed.
Since the first dreamer.
And why are you calling me your child? Is it just because I dream?
No. I'm surprised you did not know this, but this may be Jeffrey's doing.
What's Jeffrey's doing?
I'm not sure how to tell you this, but you are not a dreamer. You are an actor.
So I'm like you.
Yes, but different. You're separated from me. Jeffrey has a way of creating things on his own. And Jeffrey is the one who created you from me.
So I'm really Jeffrey's child, if you want to get technical with it.
In the sense that it was his idea, but he pulled from me to do it.
All right, so let me take all this in. You're telling me I'm not real?
No, you're real.
But I'm not a human.
You're as human as your friends. You're just not of their world.
Okay.
Jeffrey has manifested you as an actual person.
What world did I come from? Jeffrey's imagination? Is that what I'm to assume here?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to hear out of your side, whoa, that's a lot to take in. Holy hell.
Shut up, Walter. Walter, actually, don't shut up. What do you make of all this?
Well, apparently...
You're my new talking inanimate object friend.
I mean, it's weird to know that, A, I am a phone. Like, who thinks that they'd ever be a phone? Being attached to a phone for all eternity, that seems kind of weird. And B, are we brothers? Does this count as brothers? Am I your brother now?
Well, I've always thought of you that way, Walter. You know that. But I guess.
All right. But this is a lot to take in.
Yeah. So I want to make a roll here, Dean, and you tell me whether it's an investigate or a read a bad situation. Basically, I want to see if there's like any way that this entity is like interacting with these dreams in any way, or if it's more just observing.
Given that the set rules for that, how about just a regular plus sharp for this?
Okay, I can do that. That's a 10.
The best way to explain it is that they're not directing the dream. They are like actor. They're an actor in a play, basically.
But they're in every single dream?
Yes.
Okay. Tell all these people to wake up. The people who are stuck dreaming, tell them to wake up.
Very well.
And what happens?
Just like, oh, I told them to wake up. I'm. They're gonna look around to the many visages around them. I am there and here at the same time.
Okay. Do any of them wake up? Like, do any of these dreams end?
You will see a few of, like, let's say they look like TVs. I think I described it last episode as like the scene from The Matrix with the architect with all the TVs surrounding him. Same idea.
So is this like 90s? They're all TV screens and they're winking out to black, or is it like Zoom where as each one drops off, the boxes get bigger and move around?
I would say, given the analogy that I've given so forth, it's more like if you ever gone to a play or a performance and the lights just suddenly shut off. That's what it is. It's like looking
Okay.
out on a stage and then the lights from the stage just shut off suddenly.
Mhm. Why haven't all of them woken up? This is Hal talking directly to the guy.
Jeffrey, I don't think realizes what he's doing. These Mr. Nobodies are forcing these people to sleep and draining their life force.
Okay.
And because Jeffrey can pull for me, for all intents and purposes, he is as powerful as I am when it comes to these creatures.
I see. Is Jeffrey drawing his power from you?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make a lunge at him with my sword.
All right. Roll to kick some ass.
I sure will. Kick some ass is a tough roll. Okay, well, that's a 5.
No.
So you swing with your sword. You go to lunge at your sword, and the creature just kind of seems to fade out of the space that they were in and appears next to you. They're not going to damage you because you feel the same like parental feelings you felt back when you first put your face to the void, like episode 4 or whatever.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah. I wasn't sure if we ever met you would attack me, but I guess this confirms it.
I just need to sever whatever connection you have with that boy. He is causing people harm, and he's not doing it on purpose. And he's gaining that power from you. So either you need to put a stop to it or I do.
This sounds peculiar, but have you considered talking with him?
Well, I just exited his dream, didn't I? That really didn't go quite well.
It's a dream. Does anyone take a dream seriously? I'm asking because I can't check on the other end.
Depends on the person, I guess. Is Jeffrey's dream still there?
Jeffrey's dream is not.
Okay.
If you wish to fight me, I will not try and stop you, but understand that I will do my best to avoid my death. Even I fear death.
Okay.
Even I, your father, fear death.
As much as I want to take this thing's advice and just talk to Jeffrey, I don't trust it. What is your name?
I don't really have a name, but others have given me names. Some call me Morpheus, I suppose. I suppose you could just call me the Shape.
The Shape. Okay. Well, the Shape. Morpheus. You've given me some ideas about what I should do here. And I'm going to take another swing at it.
All right, roll to kiss ass.
Okay, that is a 7.
All right. So we did go over the sword specifically. How much harm did it do? Does it do? Excuse me.
The sword does 4 harm, and I also have crack shot. When I inflict harm, I add +1, so it does 5 harm.
Oof.
All right, so as part of its mixed success, instead of harming you, it's going to take less damage because it does not want to hurt you. It's not in the rules, but I feel like if it's going to respond, that's how it'll respond.
Okay.
It's kind of like fade out a little bit as you stab at it. And it's like, you know, I do want to point out the irony of you trying to kill me with something I have made.
And I want to point out the irony of you believing I have some sort of kinship to you.
I'm sorry to hear that. You were brought into their world with no understanding of who you were beyond what Jeffrey thought of you.
Well, I understand even less about who I am now.
They're going to put their hand on your hand. It's like, I'm sorry.
I mean, unless you start giving me some real concrete answers about my existence, this is going to continue.
What do you want to know?
Do I have the same mortality as the rest of the human race? For all intents and purposes, am I a human? I just have never existed on Earth.
Up until about a week and a half ago, you did not exist.
But am I human? Do I
Yes.
have any special inane dream power?
If I had to use a phrase from all of the scientists and philosophers I have watched over the years, the best way to explain what you are now would be more like a meta-human. You're a human, but you live outside the perspective of what normal humans are. You can die like they can, but you more than likely will not age. You can only age if Jeffrey perceives you as old.
I see. Do I see any sort of egress from this place?
Like an exit, so to
Yeah.
speak. I mean, there's the way you came.
Okay. I lower my sword and I just kind of hang my head and start walking towards it.
At that moment, you're gonna see Danny, Kelly, and Danny, Kelly, and Rafi coming through the void. Real quick. Very good. In the meantime, you two, as you go through what I described throughout the campaign as like a rainbow particulate, you will see different things on your way through. You're gonna see some people that they're dreaming they're flying, or they're at a martial arts competition despite them having no martial arts history, or some people are going to war. At this very moment, you're going to see Danny. You're going to see the another vision that feels more like nostalgia than it does like a dream. And it was the night that let's put it this way, as you're standing in this particular area, you're going to see Kelly, but this is not the Kelly that you know her now. This is the Kelly from like 6 months ago, from when she was still alive. You could tell because she's wearing the same clothes as she did then. She's currently hunched over at her desk back at your house. She is going over some papers.
Am I still holding the rope?
You are still holding the rope, yes.
Is she holding the rope?
She is not. In fact, this Kelly doesn't seem to be aware of your presence.
Kelly, what the hell's going on?
She does not respond.
I'll shuffle her papers.
Trying to shuffle her papers is like trying to move a rock built into a rock kind of sort of situation. It's not moving. It's like trying to move a big rock. It's not moving. It's like it's almost attached. As you look down at the paper.
I'll kind of lean over the desk and try to kiss her.
All right. You go and kiss her. On the page, you will notice what looks like it is a book. And on the book that she is reading, you can read just a bit of the page. And it's just talking about the dream realm on there.
Cool. Be like, I sure hope you didn't start this mess. And I'll kiss her on the cheek. Do I go right through her?
No, but there's no warmth to it. It's
It's like kissing a rock inside of a rock.
yeah, that was a bad analogy. That was a bad analogy on my end.
No, I liked it.
All right, I'll get off the desk and I'll be like, I'll see you in a minute, babe. And I'll inch down the rope.
As you are getting ready to inch, she moves her hand over and places what looks like a crystal on top of of a circle that has some intricate markings on it, and a rift in space will open up.
Does it look similar to what we've seen before? The
I
opening?
I would say that this looks like the night that you found her dead.
Oh. So I came into the office and saw everything in exactly this way.
Actually, this doesn't feel like yours. This feels like someone else's.
But I found her in someone's office.
You found her in her office at your house.
So this might have been earlier that day or week.
Yeah, this would be, if I had, I'll just give it to you. If you had to guess, probably a few minutes before you would have walked in when you found her.
The final moments.
It's confusing like dreams, and I hate that. Yeah, I'm just going to try to get out of this one and keep going down the rope.
All right.
I hate hearing about your dreams, honey.
As you pop out of this particular dream, she's like, "What? I was right here. By the way, for the first time since the last time you're both in a void, she is right there in front of you in a physical sense.
Is she in danger? I'm going to look around her. Is anybody nearby?
No, it's just rainbow particulates, fractures of dreams and visions all around you, and then you, her, and Rafi.
Oh, Rafi, hey. I was about to like make out with her, but you're there, so I'll just hold her hand and walk into the situation.
Oh, nonsense. Here, I will turn my back and give you to a moment. Like a gentleman. And he kind of gives you like a hey on the way to...
Oh, jeez.
It's like, your hand is warm. I haven't felt your hand in a long time.
This is wild. We should spend more time here. I wonder if we could move to like a little cabin near the survey.
Do you think
maybe get on the payroll.
Do you think realtors have a location here in the void? Think we could rent a place here in the void?
Do you think it's that organized? Maybe we should talk to the boss over there.
Yeah, I would like to talk to the manager.
Is Hal visible?
You do not currently see Hal. You will see that the like particulate tunnel that you're in does seem to go further down. So you could probably guess that Hal's somewhere down there.
Rafi, should we keep moving?
I suppose if you two are done. He's like a big wink.
Wink.
Oh, wink.
I'll go ahead and keep Kelly like right behind me. I'm being protective now.
Yeah.
All right. So as you proceed forward, you eventually come out of the other side of this like particulate tunnel, and you will see Hal standing somewhat defeated with what looks like an RC Cola sword and a creature that has only been described to you. They shift in appearance constantly: man, woman, child, dog, tree. They're all at the same time. It's hard to they're always hard to see. You just see their general outline as they shift constantly. And Hal looks defeated as he's walking back towards the void where you are all at.
I roar out, "Hal, get down!" And I pull up the shotgun and get ready to shoot the critter.
I just kind of slowly look up at him, and then just sit down.
All right, I'll blast the creature.
Roll to kick some ass.
This is a terrible idea. So I get 1 forward for dealing with the something strange. Eight.
Okay.
No, -1, 7.
7. Mixed success. I'm going to do basically what I did with Hal. I'm going to say their response rather than doing damage is to reduce harm. But as you blast them, it's like, I believe that's the first time a dreamer has ever actually hurt me. And it seems to like take a knee.
Hal, what's going on?
Well, we're in the wrong place.
Wrong. In what way exactly?
To end all of this falling asleep nonsense, this entity, Morpheus, has nothing to do with it. We should be going to talk to Jeffrey.
Did you find out why nobody thinks you exist out there?
Yeah, I sure did find that out.
And why would that be exactly?
Well, I didn't exist a week ago.
I'm like tapping at the bottom of the shotgun like I really don't want to have to shoot Hal, but I'm thinking about it.
Well, on the bright side, you do have a really cool sword.
Yeah, it was made by that guy down there, and I point back at Morpheus. Yeah,
nice
so,
work. Sorry.
Yeah.
Also-
It is nice work.
Also, hi, I'm Walter.
Oh
Whoa,
yes, this
what?
is Walter.
So your phone talks.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
if
on
you
s-
want to. Yeah.
Is there a speaker? Or how do you make it?
No, that just is the phone.
Yeah, I'm a phone.
Whoa.
Yeah, you remember my contact, Walter?
Yes.
Turns out Walter's been a phone the whole time, so that's another thing I figured out down here.
Rafi looks at Danny. She's like, we should have guessed this. It was so obvious.
Well, so Kelly and I, we had a dog when we first got together. His name was Toby, and I look around and I'm like, Toby, come here.
As you imagine Toby the dog, as though manifesting out of nowhere, a dog appears in front of the shape and runs towards you, excited like he had known you this entire time.
Oh my God.
And Kelly's
I'm like
petting Toby.
weeping. I'm like, Kelly, come here. It's Toby.
Yeah, she's petting Toby.
So, I should say that's just a vision of Toby. That's not. I mean, enjoy your dog and everything, but like that, you can't take it with you.
Oh, well, it's still cute though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can just kind of do anything. Like, hey, check this out. And I imagine what Walter looked like in my very fake memory of us in the academy together.
And then a version of Walter will appear. Hi, I'm Walter. Not that one. I'm another one.
Yeah, you see now, this is Walter,
Hello.
but not really, because like we all know about Walter.
Oh, well, look, you hear from your side. Oh, look, I got another brother. How's it going? Me?
Yep.
So, dream ruler guy, person there, if something is manifesting the fire possums and all that stuff, couldn't it manifest our sword or dog or or what have you out in the real world? Say Kelly's real body, for example.
They're going to look towards you and is like, yes, Danny, that's exactly correct.
But none
You
of
all
it's
would
real.
How would we do that? How would we get that going?
Well, normally I might make a few suggestions about my own abilities, but given that my own abilities are being drawn on by a small 8-year-old child and I recently was stabbed and shot, I think I'm a little weak to be able to help you on that part. However, if there was anyone who could do it,
He slides the shotgun back into the bag.
like whistling nonchalantly. If anyone were to do it, it could be Jeffrey. But I'm feeling a disturbance from him currently.
See, that's what I mean. We have to go back to Jeffrey, and so that all of this real shit can all of this not real shit can go back to being not real, including myself.
Could you use a little of your dream power, whatever's left, to send us to our hotel room? Or let's say Hal's hotel room?
That was not something I could do. I exist only in the how did one person put it? The collective unconsciousness.
Well, but somehow those fire possums made another entrance. Could Hal here himself punch a way through?
Oh, that was not done by the fire possums. That was done by, they're going to point at the big rift you just came through. That was done by whoever made that. And because the fracturing between these two worlds was made, smaller fractures throughout the world have been opening.
Well, let's go through one of those.
You know what? Here's a fucking wild idea. Hal is so defeated, by the way. Hal hates everything that's happening. Here's a fucking wild idea. And then Hal imagines that his sword has the power to open rifts.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
All right. Let's say the sword powers up. How is the RC Cola sword power up for this purpose there as?
I feel like, what color does the rift glow? You said it's like it's kind of like Technicolor, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a rainbow. I've been referring to it as like a rainbow particulate, so like all colors all at once kind of situation.
Yeah. So probably it'll glow the same way. And then once it's like fully doing that, it's like fully powered up and ready to cut a hole in the fabric of reality.
The shape is going to look at you all, and if you want to close these voids to stop these creatures from coming out, your only way to do it is to convince him to stop. But Hal,
Yes.
you do not have to stop existing.
Oh, well, great. That just makes it all better, doesn't it?
You are your own person.
You will have to get a social security number, though, and driver's license, passport.
Oh, naturally.
Probably have to get a job.
Yeah, naturally.
And pick up some hobbies, you know? It can't just be all about work.
It always
Find out
has been all about
what makes you happy.
Fishing? We just went on a little fishing
That was nice.
excursion around the island.
I just ran into someone who's all about day drinking, if you want to give that a try.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Dating? You could give that a shot. I don't know how that works, but you could do that.
Aren't you married? You don't know.
Well, I met Kelly through friends. I'm not great at parties or bars. Yeah.
Kelly's going to step up and is like, how can I get back to my body?
I'm way ahead of you on that one, honey. We're going to squeeze Jeffrey
No.
to make you a body.
No, I don't think that's I don't necessarily think that that's the answer to it. Is there any
You have no perspective on this. You're too close to the thing. Jeffrey made you. So
No.
I don't think you get a vote on this one.
No, I want you to hear me out. Why don't you just fucking imagine Kelly a body and then she'll have one? That's how this place works.
But only here, not out there.
this guy just said I can go anywhere. I won't stop existing. So I'm assuming that, it's just anything goes.
He made it sound like it was just Jeffrey, but since you're his child, and I'll point at the ruler, have you told us that yet, actually?
I don't.
All we know
think
is Jeffrey
so.
made you somehow, maybe, and that's
I
only
don't
we
think I mentioned it.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that's come
yeah.
up yet. So back up just a little bit on that one.
Yeah, so I'll be like, Jeffrey's the only one that can invent physical stuff out of here.
Yeah, I believe so.
I mean, you just watched me and this guy do it, and I'm his child after all. You see how I snuck that in?
There you
What?
go. That's how you do it.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. The minute I got here, it said, "Good to see you, my child." So,
Okay, well, take a look at Kelly here. Feast your eyes.
mhm.
Kelly, could you do a little twist? Maybe.
Oh, that's
maybe
it's
do a
listen.
squat or
Not all
two,
that is
maybe
necessary.
We
I
don't
can
need
tell.
to see that. It's
I can
fine.
tell what
jacks,
Kelly
maybe.
looks
Should you take off the cardigan or leave that on?
Rafi just diverts his eyes.
It's just like I'm not gonna do that here.
Listen,
in front of all
listen.
these-
Do you want your wife to have a body, or do you want a blow up doll of her? Like,
Well, that would
The
just
shape-
be weird.
the shape is gonna look at only the child can manifest things into your world.
Fuck, this is what I was saying.
well, I'm
Even though
your child,
he's-
aren't I?
Even though he's your child, he doesn't have the juice.
Yes, I can only affect what is here, but since he is a child of your world, he can affect both worlds.
So, are you telling
Oh.
me this sword isn't going to come with me?
I don't know.
Okay.
What if we all hold hands and wish really hard?
I just start walking towards the exit again. Like I'm.
Hell yeah.
Well, before I do that, I imagine Kelly a body just in case.
Yes.
There's
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
I was just going to say, before we leave, I think Rafi, considering that the Dream Ruler did mention they were both stabbed and shot, Rafi might try to like heal them, like lay on hands a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, and
Right.
also I want to say that I'm not walking towards the exit. I'm slashing a rift open to directly to the hotel with my sword.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Gotcha.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and you'll use your. I can't remember if it's a roll or not for you,
I
Rafi.
believe it is. Let me see here.
It's been a hot
Oof.
minute.
Yeah. Roll plus cool. Okay. I got +2 to cool. Let's hope I don't hurt the nice Dream Ruler. Roll 2d6. 7. You know what? I'm gonna use a point of luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
gonna make
I forgot I had luck. I should
I-
have used that when I was trying to beat this guy's ass.
I don't want to embarrass myself in front of the Dream Ruler. So yeah, it's gonna be like a really good healing.
They heal 2 harm or an illness plus they're stabilized. So cool. Yeah. Nice. So, some of the lack of a better term, the dark matter that puts them together is not literally dark matter. Just kind of explain it because they don't have like details. They're a dark creature basically. Some of the holes from the stabbing and the shots are just going to kind of like heal up a bit. And they're going to look at. Thank you, Rafi.
You're welcome. Of course.
I wish you all luck on what you are doing and how.
Yeah.
If you ever feel you're not welcome there, you're always welcome here.
Great. And then I walk through the rift.
Okay. Anyone following?
I give
Yeah.
Kelly a huge smooch and a dip before she tries to go with her new body.
She's already in her body because Hal just did it. So when you like do the scoop and kiss, she'll giggle and like, come on, let's go. We got to go help Jeffrey.
Okay, I will grab her butt just for a second.
Oh, okay. We're
Yeah.
going from PG from PG to PG-13. I'm just kidding.
And then we'll jump through holding hands. It's like Wizard of Oz or something. When did 2 people jump holding hands? Isn't that a Wizard of Oz thing?
Thelma and Louise.
High School
Sure.
Musical.
All of those, yes.
As you, I'm assuming Rafi, you're coming with.
You're welcome to hold hands as well.
I mean, I was first, I was not expecting him to do that, but also that does seem about bread for Rafi to like, and let me join you too.
We're off to see the wizard.
Yeah.
As you appear out into the world, it is on top of one of the mountainsides at the side of the town, looking out. It's a bluff, not the same one from episodes ago, just a different bluff. Unfortunately, both the sword and Kelly's body are gone.
Fuck. God damn it, Hal.
What did I do? No, go on. Tell me.
I love you, man, but why couldn't just once you get dream powers in the real world? Ugh.
Hal just starts walking towards the town.
I mean, because you're a dream person, so you don't probably get how deeply upsetting it is to hold your wife one second and then for her to just be gone the next.
I'm a dream person, but I'm also a human being. Like, I get it.
Okay, all right.
I guess I'm a human being from what I'm told.
Do you have dream memories of like ladies, or is that Jeffrey's too young for that?
I've
so he
lived a
wouldn't-
whole life, like, but not.
Is it vague? Like, do you remember kissing or like doing it or anything like that?
Dean, do I?
So, if you want to think of the details, you can. But Jeffrey did imagine a life you had prior to being here, and you're not just some FBI agent. You've got some like James Bond shit in your head, but involving the supernatural, right? So you've wooed the. I'm not going to presume the sexuality of Hal, but you wooed some people. You saved the day. You stopped some evil, that kind of thing. So
You
So
got
in
some
true
spiritual
James
strange.
James Bond style, I'm assuming there were Bond girls along the way.
yeah, Bond girl, Bond guys, Bond thems, whatever you
Yeah,
want to go
yeah.
with. There were Bond people. Literally, if I describe how Jeffrey thought of it, and it's just because of the kind of vibe I was getting off of how it's a combination of like Agent Mulder from X-Files and James Bond. It's
Okay.
this somewhat stereotypical Men in Black idea what a kid thinks a Men in Black is. It's like he isn't just stopping like the bad guy werewolves. He's also stopping international espionage shit, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm picturing someone in a cat suit with a high ponytail, maybe a rifle.
Could have been one of them. Yeah. I'm gonna let Ash choose the details on that if they want to. On how much they recall. Because I don't want to. I'm sorry, Az. I'm not trying to take away any player agency on that. On
No, yeah,
your
you're
character.
good.
So
Hal is frustrated, not me. I'm eating this up.
okay.
I guess Hal is going to regale you with the tale of his ex partner, Agent Scalpy. Get it, like Scully?
Yeah. No, I got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and how they definitely had like a will they won't they kind of a thing going on, and then the something in the agency happened and she got reassigned and we kind of lost touch. But now Hal is also having the fun of wondering if Agent Scalpy is even real or if she's just in his memory.
It's a fun thing to give a character an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do want to make a joke. If it makes you feel any better, I was last night playing a Warforged in a D&D campaign, and someone was like, they made a joke. I was made a joke. It's like, oh yeah, I got to get back to make this money, and then the Warforged is like, wait, but why do I make money? I don't need to eat or sleep. So the character got its own existential crisis.
No.
But yeah, so yeah, as you're walking towards back into the town about talking about this, and Hal's having an existential crisis. Kelly is there in the metaphysical sense, by the way. It's just her physical body is not there. So like basically Kelly, as we know her in this campaign, is there.
Okay.
But yeah, and so yeah, so you're all conversing, right? Please feel free to continue. I do enjoy good dialogue.
Mm-hmm. Are we anywhere near the facility that we were just at?
You could see it from a couple miles away because it's also on another, not a bluff, but on another side of the mountain, basically.
Would it be closer to get over there and try and get my car back, or just go right to the inn that we know Jeffrey's at?
That car is not coming back.
That's the conversation I was waiting for. To answer your question, technically, yes, it would be closer to go get your car.
Let's go straight to the
However-
hotel, Hal. The car is off the board.
I believe the car is probably currently police evidence.
What happened to the car?
Well, there were some donuts involved, crash or two.
So we brought Stinky Pete in.
Yes.
Well, I guess I did. I don't want to tar Rafi there.
Did you let Stinky Pete drive my damn car?
Let's a strong word. I encouraged. He was doing great up until the time he pulled a gun on the guard.
Yeah.
And then things got a
because
little.
he's Stinky Pete.
I just clipped at the wrong moment because that was great.
I didn't know he was a murderer. I mean, geez, how do you? Oh, wait, I stopped him before he shot anybody, though.
Well, I stopped him.
Thank God. Yeah.
Kelly made sure he didn't run into a bunch of guards.
yeah,
I don't know what happened after we went into the building, though.
Well, see, after he pulled the gun, there was some attempted vehicular homicide on a few government agents. But yes, Kelly managed to avert any disasters.
Okay. Well,
Oh, and he was crawling around in the pipes. I don't know if you heard him there at the end.
Yeah.
well, I was in another dimension, you recall.
Right.
And Hal just starts trudging towards the town.
So it's 3:10. So you want to get us to a cliffhanger or just wrap here, whatever. That's
Oh no, we're
up to you.
getting to that cliffhanger. Don't worry.
Okay.
We are. As you get towards the base of where the hotel is, you start feeling well, no, excuse me. As you walk in to the hotel, as soon as you go through the door, now throughout this, I think I said in the first couple episodes, but I'm going to reiterate that the Jeffrey's father is on a form of like in-home life support, right?
Yeah.
They even have, and I do not know the proper name for this, so I apologize for anybody who does know it, but basically he's got the machine that tells life signs, but maybe in the beeps, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the name. Anyway,
Heart monitor.
Yeah, it was kind of a heart monitor where every, a few seconds you hear beep, 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 stuff like that. So while you're staying here, in the vicinity of their living room, has been a background noise this entire time, right? As you walk into the hotel, you hear beep, beep, beep.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Rafi's gonna rush in there to see if he can help.
Yeah, I'm leaping over the desk.
Flat lighting.
Do I see Jeffrey?
At the front, no.
Okay.
But for the Jayme and Danny who ran towards the back, you will see him holding his father's hand as the life slowly drains from his face.
I'm Starsky and Hutching it.
I don't know what Hal is doing in the situation. I'm just letting you know since they're the ones in the scene,
I'm looking for Jeffrey is what I'm doing. So I guess I would follow them if I didn't immediately see him.
You will see what they see. Jeffrey is holding his father's hand as the life drains from his face.
Mm-hmm.
And then realizing what's going on, Jeffrey will start crying. And at that very moment, you all feel a pulse of something that feels up till recently a lot more alien, as a wave of energy erupts from Jeffrey.
Shit.
He screams out in mental anguish, pretty understandable. And as he does so, light will emit from his eyes and his mouth. And the ground will start shaking very violently as though it were an earthquake. Hint, hint for the first episode.
It's a callback.
Callback, yeah.
Mhm.
And the room will go very bright until eventually everything stops. Jeffrey's father is gone. Jeffrey is gone.
No!
And outside you hear the sound of what sounds like at first nothing and then sirens.
Hmm.
And I think that's where we'll end it for this week.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I was about to yank out his book and be like, Jeff, draw my wife now.
Well, I was about to be like, Jeff, just draw your dad, man.
Oh, he done blowed up.
God.
Oh, I will just say, as an out of character situation, don't worry, he's not dead.
Oh, good.
Oh, of course, he's a child. We can't put him in peril.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
for one of my rules. And two, that would be an abrupt way to end a campaign. To be honest, unsatisfying way to end a campaign.
Yeah.
I will say this to kind of tail off for your characters. You will see what looks like a small rift as it starts where Jeffrey was, and it starts closing itself.
Ooh.
I can't take any more actions. We're done.
All right, and
That was
that's
fucking great.
thank you.
Yeah.
See, folks, this is why you tune in to episode 9, the biggest one yet, full of wild, all kinds of. Yeah, this is a good one.
Thank you.
Heck yeah.
Appreciate that. I
Thrills, chills, and barbecue sauce spills in the ventilation system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
There's
was trying to think of a word for the extended, like, moving dialogue scenes, but I couldn't think of a single word for that.
like end credit scene. There's an end credit scene of just like a janitor inside the military base. Like, is this barbecue sauce? Coming from the fence?
He takes a look at the ventilation system and he's like, I quit.
Yeah. There's like an end title card that says Sticky Pete will fight again or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say Stinky Pete will forever be missed.
Oh my god. He just got trapped in the vents.
Yeah, just like I'm a vet man now.
Yeah.
I'm a John McClane.
Now, would that make you a veteran?
Get
Get a special
okay.
discount.
Before we do anything, I'm going to go ahead and thoughts and speculation, everyone. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I have very set thoughts on what I want Hal to do next time. Hal's got a laundry list of things he's gonna get done.
So if this is anything like a traditional mystery, the villain has to be someone we've already met earlier in the story, and we don't know who's behind opening the vents and all that. I think it might be Deputy Lawrence.
Oh.
Think Deputy Lawrence is opening vents for you all? Is that
Rifts. Did I say vents?
rifts.
I meant rifts.
We know who's opening vents. A true Among Us imposter.
I definitely think that those creepy Nosferatu looking dudes, I believe they're called like Nobodies or Mr. Nobodies or something, are involved.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're kind of behind all this somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Even though
using...
Jeffrey's the one that conjured them. Like,
Oh, did he? Oh,
I think he drew
Well,
a picture
they-
of him.
I
They-
will say, like, throwback. Rafi and Danny did catch him at one point drawing a Mr. Nobody. And then Rafi's like, "Do not draw things."
okay, that's right. That's right. I also wonder, like, what's the deal with the dad, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like, because maybe Jeffrey's got some like interesting like powers passed down.
Oh,
And-
like genetics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like when we before we did that last scene, my thought was that Jeffrey's dad is literally teaching Jeffrey how to keep him alive,
Ooh.
but I don't
So
think
did-
that anymore.
So did Jeffrey's dad set this off? Maybe he goofed up on his magic, and that's how he got. Well, I mean, people have illnesses like this normally, like polio or what have you.
Yeah,
But it'd be interesting if he had dream powers, and so he was always on.
Mhm.
I don't know how often people in that situation dream. If it's
And it kind of seems like the dad's always been unconscious. I don't remember him ever saying anything.
yeah.
I will say, I think I brought up in like the second or the first or second episode, he does have like lung cancer. So he's
Yeah,
not-
oh,
that's
but he's
right.
conscious. He can
Because
talk,
Rafi
and
was
he's-
wanting to
Yeah.
heal him.
That's right. Yeah, so he could have been doing dream magic this whole time. Maybe he even invented his son.
By the way,
I
a
guess
shout out.
Dean should be blacked out for this.
Yeah,
part.
Dean. What are you doing here?
Fair enough. Hold on.
All
Did anyone
right.
else look directly at Dean when you said that?
Yes.
The
I've been
guilty
looking at him the
look.
whole time. Oh, Jeez.
Was a quick shout out to Jeff for Dream Ruler. I believe you can get me through the night.
Yes, in the chat.
Yeah.
That was me. Dream ruler.
Excellent.
All right. I think with that in mind, we've done our speculation. We've done our end of thing. Let's go ahead and wrap up the episode here a bit. I'm going to choose at random Jayme socials.
Wait,
Wait, we have to get
before we-
experience, Dean.
Right.
Before we
Right.
jump forward, I scrolled back in the notes. You had a great line. It was, did you see the vision of the poor child who was filled with the sudden encroaching light? That was
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just wanted to reference.
I have my moments. At the end of every session, see, did we conclude the current mystery? I would say no, but did we save someone from certain death or worse? No. We learned something
I woke
important-
some people up.
Yeah, you know what? That does count. You are correct. So yes,
Sweet.
that's one. Did we learn something new and important about the world? I would say yes, for certain. And
Yeah.
did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? I would also say yes. So if you get 3 or more, mark to experience.
Okay,
Yay.
cool. I'm marking that on Pete too. He was a part of this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll be interesting when we ever do the sequel to Z Files. It was like, I've slightly better since being underground.
Yeah.
Okay, I leveled up again.
Oh, nice. Let me, since we a part of our affiliate, we don't have affiliated, but if you want it, it's runtime. Let me update character sheets real quick. So Rafi, you leveled, correct? Or am I mistaken?
No. I think I leveled up last time,
Okay.
and right now my current total experience is 3
Okay.
with that latest 2.
Okay. So that would have been Stinky Pete and
Yeah, Pete leveled.
yeah. Danny, what are you taking in this case?
I'm gaining an ally.
All right, 1 second.
Finally. Let's make it official, folks.
Who should my ally be?
Let's see.
Pete.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe your wife.
Well,
Yeah, for
she's
sure.
already on my character sheet. This is someone else.
Does she have a sister?
Can it be the devil?
I mean, I'm gonna say probably not, as you've not come across the devil.
Who else
I
is
gotta
in
say
town?
props to Jeff for the bold move of, hey GM, can my new ally be the devil?
Not the devil, capital D, just that one we met.
Oh, I thought you meant, yeah, okay.
I see. No, see, I'm with Jayme. I thought you're like, hey, can we get like the Christian embodiment of evil as my ally?
Hey, what was that guy's name, by the way? I loved him.
I did not have a name, so that's because he literally was meant to be a Deus Ex Machina. So
What if we let Jeff name him because he's his new ally?
yeah, you know what? You know what? That's a good idea, Jeff. If you want him, go ahead and name him.
Come up with something cool and devilish.
Yeah, we're
Trevor.
I was thinking like Salatath the Unholy, but Trevor works.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, I've known a lot of Trevors as bad people, so
Salatoth the what?
The Unholy is what I said. Are we going with Salatath?
We'll also call him Trevor.
All right.
How about this? It's Salatoth, Salatoth, quote, Trevor, quote, end quote, the Unholy.
I like
so
it.
Trevor the Unholy.
Trevor the Unholy.
Trevor to his friends.
Please, just call me Trevor, except for you.
So I think because I showed us such an interest in getting shit out of that guy that maybe he calls me the next day and like, I don't know, has a deal.
Yeah.
I'd be into that.
A deal?
Ooh.
Is never a good thing when a demon is on the other end of it.
This is great. This was a great session. Let me go ahead and save characters. Everyone should be up to date. Has anyone hit 5th improvements?
No.
Wait, I might have. Hang on.
I was cursed with a string of good luck early on, so I'm a bit behind.
Because
no.
Okay. Looks like, at least based on what I can show for Jeff, you're at 4th, and Rafi, you're at 3, I think, is what I'm showing here.
I believe so, yeah.
And then
I just saw that one of the advanced improvements is make up a second hunter to play as well as this one. Whoops.
Oh wait.
I did already do that.
By the way, another title end card is just you just see the body Walter just sitting there. So it's just, do I just chill here now?
I forgot that I made a second Walter.
I mean, I guess you could go through the rift, but you would cease to exist.
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I'll just be here. Is what I'll do.
Cool.
The Dream Ruler got a sycophant.
He got essentially a roommate.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's end it because I think we're all caught up.
Wait, I can I volunteer to do my socials?
Yes.
Go ahead, Az.
Cool. I want to go first because I have to use the bathroom.
Sounds good.
I'm at Cal's Calzones on basically everything. If I'm most active on like Twitter and YouTube. You can also find me on Twitch sometimes. I'm mostly hanging out in other people's streams and stuff. I keep saying I haven't streamed in a while, and that's true. But yeah, check me out on Twitter, check me out on YouTube, Scavengers Network as well, and I have a podcast called It Jams for Thee on the Scavengers Network, which is a Space Jam review and appreciation podcast. Nice. And that's me.
Sounds good. Go ahead and use the bathroom. Jayme, go ahead.
Let's see here. How about this time you check out my itch.io page because I have a brand new adventure there. So it's you can find it at Brandoff, which is BRANDOFF itch.io, and I've just uploaded my new. It is a scenario for the Fist Ultra RPG called Moon Mansion Murder Mystery,
Oh,
and it's like a one-page zine, kind of like one-page dungeon style. I'll post the link there.
okay. I'll go ahead and post that in the stream there in the chat.
Sweet, thanks. Yeah, and it's a pretty fun little short mystery mansion murder scenario.
Nice. Go ahead. Oh, and Brandolph the Off-Brand Grandolph on YouTube, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
Jeff.
Yo, I'm at El Jefe Tacoma on everything. And Jayme and I do Shattered Worlds RPG, which surely everyone but our episode 9 heads will know this. 1 through 8s, you're good to go. Shattered Worlds RPG, it's a space opera actual play podcast. I'm still working on figuring out how to publish my book, but look for that. It's Tower of Justice. If you're not listening to us on Twitch today, you're on YouTube. So go over to our Twitch channel every other Sunday, twitch.tv/Omniversal Escapades, and get into it, my friends. P.S. Me and a few of my friends are going to be streaming over on the Aging Journey podcast YouTube channel. We're doing my first Star Trek Adventures module I've created called The Conglomeration. It's a pandemic sort of vibe kind of thing. Scary monster that's also a virus. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
So check that out.
Also, we're not too far out of our own pandemic, so too soon. I'm just kidding.
Don't worry. I cut out all the bits of everyone pretending it's not real. I just killed the whole solar system.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruminate too much on this joke because you all have times, but out of everyone in the entire Star Trek universe, which one of them do you think would have died COVID? I've got to go with Captain Kirk, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh God. Well, definitely William Shatner.
Yeah.
That's the trouble. Starfleets are supposed to be the best of us, so it'd probably be one of those outpost scientists.
Oh, so you think someone from like Deep Space Nine would have been like, space COVID's a lie.
Yeah. Oh, Gul Dukat is a total anti-vaxxer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My socials there. You can find me at Geekestein, both on Threads, Instagram, and Twitter. I don't really post much on Twitter anymore. I've been trying to move over to Threads a little bit more. That's because Twitter has gotten worse in this last year. Somehow.
I don't know how that happened.
It's weird.
The dumpster fire got more fire somehow.
It's not 2 dumpsters. They're right next to each other.
They feed each other.
A bonfire of dumpsters is what it is. That's actually a pretty good clip. No, I'm just kidding.
A Tom Hanks film, Bonfire of Dumpsters.
Yeah, Bonfire of the Dumpsters. Right. But yeah, if you want to follow me on there, you can. I had a project Fallout, another side project says Fallout, so that sucks. But if I get anything more, I will post it on there or mention it here on the show. I'll go ahead and wrap it up for this episode. I would like to thank Jayme for being here, like Jeff for being here, and I'd like Az to be here for 99.999% of the show. It's fine. I also have to use the bathroom. I get it. But yeah, we'd like to thank everyone for being here today, but we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you, fam.